Hey there, so today we have another blind tasting. This is for Aventinus Cicerone. I am about less than a week actually from test, so we're doing some blind tasting. This is the hardest way you can do it in Master Cicerone level. I do not know what styles these beers can possibly be, other than the fact they're in a glass. So pretty successful with the first one. I got 3 out of 4, so let's check out this guy. Let's check out the palest one first. Very nice and pale. Wonderful clarity on that. Smells like German. There's Germany in that. Really nice kind of like grainy sweetness. Smells like Pilsner malt. On the nose, I smell a little bit of like floral character. It smells quite aromatic. So, this beer doesn't seem to have snappiness that I would expect from Pilsner. We're putting ourselves in either Kolsch or Munich Helles. I think it'll push out on me Big Trouble. Really harsh to sort of like figure out the differences. That's kind of around the sweetness, nice and grainy. A little bit of like light, grassy floral hop character on the back end. So number 4, we're going with Munich Helles. Doesn't have elevated ABV. I don't think it's fest beer. It could be Kolsch. That's my second option. We'll go back to that. Second beer. This beer's slightly darker. Okay, well, that just flew away. Sorry. I really have a really nice setup for my. Here, let's do one of these. I'm touching the bottles, but ideally I have no clue what the bottles are. Right? Well, I do, for sure don't. So, beer is slightly dark in that one. That was a straw color. This comes in a light gold. I get a little bit of like ester character. Bananas. Sweet, perfumey. I go in. Same. Cheers. Wow. Interesting. So, I already had a triple on my last one. I can't imagine as many other beers this could be. Well, at least in the realm of what it could be. Banana forward. Spiciness comes in. It's almost as if it was spiced. It's really like prominent like cracked black pepper flavor coming through. Beer is noticeably dry. We're definitely in Belgium. So the options we have are Belgian blonde ale. We also can be in triple, and then we also can be in Belgian golden strong ale, right? So they're never actually going to give you triple in Belgian golden strong ale, right? So we can cross off one of those, and I don't think it's doable. So it could be Delirium Tremens. That's the thing. And it also could be a triple. It's quite banana-y. It's also noticeably quite dry. Is the alcohol as elevated as something like Delirium versus something like, I think the only option I could find would be like Leffe Blonde. It's a very interesting question. It's definitely elevated in alcohol, considering this guy's like probably under 5%. Around 5. Noticeable alcohol. I'm gonna go with Belgian Golden Strong Ale. This could be something like Delirium or Leffe Blonde. So that's something for me to figure out with a little bit more time. This beer comes in a light brown color, deep amber at best, right? Off white head. It's like cocoa. Chocolate. Baked bread. It's fruity sweetness, dark fruits, prunes, raisins. Cheers. Wow, that's a fun one. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. Woodsy. What's the carb on this guy? Oh, yikes. All right. We did one of those. Okay. Okay, so it hasn't really leached off of the table. I'm actually really curious. What would happen on Vad Cicerone if you actually did one of these and would they re-pour your beer? Is it leaking off? Okay, so I'm gonna just keep it on the table, right? It's like solidified here. Big no-no. I'm just gonna clean it up, but we're gonna leave it the way it is. So now I have like almost no sampling of the beer. I can see it seems pretty hard. Doesn't seem fruity enough. Doesn't seem fruity enough to be Dubbel. But maybe. I get some apple. There's a lot of carb on this guy. This is woodsy. Be oxidized. The options are, for me, definitely Belgian Dubbel or wee heavy. And I'm going to swing on wee heavy, right? Go there, go there. The carb is, the fruitiness is a little intense. I'm gonna go back again. No, definitely not like that banana cooked apple character. What else could this be? Dark enough. That's definitely not strong bitter. I'm going wee heavy. Okay. And the other options it could be are strong bitter, but it's very dark for that. Okay. This one is not quite dark. It's like a medium brown color. It smells boozy. It smells like cooked raisins and like concentrated. So, yeah, pretty intense aromatics, like cherries. Cheers. Boozy. There's a ton of dark fruit in this guy. Super concentrated dark fruits. Like we're talking about like stewed raisins and stewed prunes and wow. A lot of fig in that. Definitely high in alcohol. So much concentrated fruit character. We're definitely in Belgium. I'm gonna go Belgian dark strong ale. So that's my solid one. I went a little fast. I definitely want to clean this up. So let's go with number 4 first, right? So number 4 is Fruh Kolsch. All right. So I don't think they're going to give me Munich versus Kolsch. I already warned that that could be the other option. I went for mine on that one. I went Delirium Tremens. I went Belgian Golden Strong Ale. Correct. Sorry, I had to double check myself. Correct, a full blind Master Cicerone level. Number 2. Oh no, I think I messed up. Chimay. So wee heavy. Dubbel was the other option. I need to learn this one. Granted, I obviously spilled it all. So I had like this much of the beer. That will get cleaned up. Definitely wrong on that one. But I'll give myself 0.5. 1 point here, 1 point there. And then this one I get... What the hell? Eisbock. All right, well, they're not going to give you Eisbock, right? Yeah. Could have went Doppelbock. I should have written down Doppelbock. Eisbock, wow. Would they ever give you Aventinus Cicerone with Eisbock versus Belgian Dark Strong Ale? I mean, as I drink it more, it's a really big... Doppelbock. I just sort of ran through this a little fast. I think one of the little girls are, I think the little one's actually awake. I'm gonna run through it. So I'm gonna go with myself getting, that's definitely wrong on here, right? Like the carb definitely wasn't there. Didn't concentrate enough on that. You can sort of see, like generally the carb sort of picks up. The beer doesn't have this tiny bubble carbonation, just like hits a little harder. So concentrated in fruit characteristics, but doesn't hit on like the esters, right? It doesn't hit on like banana and fruit and all these other fun things. So I'll give myself 2.5 points out of 4. This was a rough one. This was the one that I really need to hit. That one I'm just gonna chalk up for, I mean, fine. I won't give myself a point for that one. I'll give myself 0.5 for that one. So I actually got 0.5, 2 points out of 4, right? Full blind. Full blind, I definitely get this one. They're never going to give you, I mean, they could, hell, they could have given me German Helles. Oh, sorry, German Pills. against Kolsch, I would have easily figured that out. There's just a softness, not the full like, malt character that you get from Munkel's or Kolsch. That's already done. This one, again, I want to revisit. Let's try it again right now, actually. For the sake of, I mean, obviously, like, confirmation bias. Like, what good is me doing this right now for you guys blind, but, or not blind, but bananas. I went wee heavy on this one. What a dummy, darn. Like, that's the one I really need to figure out. The carb. I just saw the carb on the table. I saw the carb on the table. I wish, actually, at Advanced Ocean, just smash a bunch of beer on the table and just see the carb, right? Like, you can see the carb. It's large bubble versus, like, you see the Eisbock, right? The Eisbock's tiny bubbled. The carbon is very low on it. Obviously, much pale beer, but I'm generally a little bit more familiar with this beer. For me, this tastes like apple juice a lot of times, like banana apple juice. This might be an oxidized example, because it does have that lingering bitterness that I get from, like the oxidation and the bitterness of the wee heavy can be like a little bit like tricky. So that's fun. I don't have any dating on this guy, so I can't see. Oh, here. 21772, 773. I don't know what the hell that means. Harsh. Eisbock. Can't imagine they're testing me on Eisbock. Did you pick this one out, or did Total Wine pick it out?
I think Total Wine did.
Yeah, they're not gonna test you on Eisbock. There's no way, because this is way like it's 12% beer. Holy moly!
Well, you know, like last time, there's some randos in there too. It's just a way for a loopsy.
Aventinus Eisbock. I don't think I've actually had this beer before. It's really strange, this Aventinus Eisbock, that I don't know what yeast they use, but I suspect it's their actual yeast. And it has such a strong fruity flavor. It tricked me into a Belgian beer, but obviously it doesn't have the carb. It has this cloudiness that like double blocks have that maybe Belgian dark strong shouldn't have. It's so smooth and concentrated and not dry. Because ideally, any like Belgian dark strong should have like a carbonation, levity to it, and like crispness to it. They call it digestibility. This beer is heavy. It is rough. It is dense. Versus a Belgian dark strong should be like lifted up. Like it had the carb and then dry. For sure, dry beer. This is high residual sweetness, where ideally the a Belgian example would have a lower residual sweet or much lower residual sweetness. So, really quite fun. I had, yes, no. Okay, but I give myself like half points around here and there. So let's look at some guys. Cheers. And confidence is really useless when you have 3 out of 4 in the last one, and then this guy I got. Again, I'm gonna get. Forget about it. I'm gonna give myself like 0.75 on this guy, because there's no way. Like what?
That was on your list.
Yeah, sure. They would never give me Munkel's versus Kolsch, right? Like there's no like. Even Master Cicerone, they would never do that. So I'm giving 0.75 here, versus full point here, versus I guess 0.5 because it was 50-50'd. And that one I'm definitely wrong, but Eisbock doesn't really count. I got 2.25 points. Whatever. The point is, I think I did an okay job, a little rushed here and there. But, okay. Semi-confident. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Let me think. Am I tricking myself? Am I lying to myself? This is the one that I really think I need to work on. This one, whatever. They're never going to do triple versus Belgian Golden Strong, and I actually picked out Delirium Tremens outside of a triple. Why? Why did I pick? Might be biased because I had triple in the last one. Nope, that's just preference. Like it's so perfumey, tastes similar to Le Fin du Monde. This beer is a little drier, a little less fat, but outside of that, it tastes nothing like Dubbel. Dubbel is the pure example, which you ideally should be able to pick out of anything, no matter what. So that's a rough one, though. They give me Aventinus Eisbock. All right, whatever. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.